hello. Happy full moon, my lovelies. The full moon actually peaks, I think, super early tomorrow morning. So you can do your full moon work either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, it is the Sagittarius full moon, the strawberry moon. Super exciting. Say hello if you're here. I actually did open up this workshop tonight to the membership and to just the public, and just because I thought it'd be some fun, because the Sagittarius full moon is all about fun. So yeah, I'll wait to see if some people will come here. It says there's only one person, so we'll see. Let me make sure I did this right. I've never done it. Oh, look, there's people now. Hi, friends. I think the link must be working now. Hi, hello, welcome. Hi, guys. This is the first time I've done a live workshop for the public, but I usually do these for my members. We do this in my membership here on YouTube, so I just kind of wanted to give you guys, I don't know, just a little treat just to see, so you can see. I claim first to see others are here now, though. Maybe my internet wasn't working for a second because I didn't see anybody. So, but hello, friends. Your decoration is so cute. Thank you. Well, say hi if you're here. We're going to be doing our Sagittarius full moon workshop tonight. I'm feeling good, feeling significantly better. I'm still at like 85%, but I'm feeling better. All it took was a trip to the hospital. So I'm good. I'm better. But hoping to just continue to get better and to have this not come back again, because, that's what usually seems to happen. So welcome, friends. Make sure my angle is good. I gotta show off my Dream Warrior shirt. You know what? I actually like that other angle better. All right. So that's better. Okay. I feel like I have like the emo hair swoop happening right now from this is like me when I was like 17. But I just woke up with my hair like this and I kept it that way. So yeah, welcome, friends. This is the Sagittarius full moon workshop. Again, I open this up to everyone just to, because it's the Sagittarius full moon. I saw a TikTok earlier that said, under this Sagittarius full moon, ask yourself, what would your Sagittarius friend do? If you have a friend that is a Sagittarius or lots of Sagittarius placements, you know that they're very spontaneous, they are very adventurous. They're kind of known for just doing things on a whim. I'm a Sagittarius rising, so, I kind of feel it. But yeah, if you'd like to join us, we do these new moon, full moon workshops every month in my membership. We do live tarot readings, live yoga classes every week. All you have to do is hit the join button on my channel if you want to do this with us every week. But hi, guys. We do know how to have some fun. Yes, Sagittarius are wild, and we all need to embrace some of that Sagittarius energy. So what we're going to do tonight is just a workshop together. I do recommend you grab a candle. It is the strawberry moon, so I grabbed this strawberry candle. I got it from Home Goods, I think. Was it Home Goods? Michael's? One of those places. And I haven't used it yet, and I was like, oh, I think it was saving itself for the strawberry moon. So we're going to use that. So grab a candle, something to light it, to do so safely. It can be any candle. And we're going to do a little journaling. We're going to do a little meditation together. And then we're going to talk about it and just work through this full moon together. And then if we have time or if we feel right, maybe I'll pull some oracle cards at the end. Tomorrow is the live tarot reading in my membership, so that's usually when we pull cards. But we'll just see how it goes. So how's everybody feeling? Let me know. Let me know how you're feeling with the Sagittarius full moon. This full moon in Sagittarius, again, is the strawberry moon. It is a super moon, so it is going to be, I want to say, it said, I can't remember what the stat was. I think it's like 30% brighter. It's going to be massive, so I would highly recommend watching it tonight. It's 5 o'clock here in Las Vegas, but go watch the full moon tonight if you can, or tomorrow night. It's going to be full. It peaks tomorrow morning, but you'll be able to see it pretty full tonight and tomorrow night. But how's it making you feel? This is I don't want to say a good full moon because it's not really like good or bad, but this is a definitely more positive energy. We just got out of eclipse season, so we had some lunar eclipses, we had some solar eclipses, we had Mercury retrograde, and this is definitely a lighter, more fun energy. We know that full moons are about releasing, and this one is, yes, about releasing, but more so releasing through fun, releasing through new adventures, releasing through just having a good time. I think we always can't wait for this full moon to be over. Yeah. Are you a Cancer? My roommate is a Cancer moon, Cancer rising, Cancer Mercury. She's a Cancer stellium and she's having a really rough time. So I'm vibing because I'm a Pisces sun, Leo moon, Sag rising. So, you know, I'm having a great time. I feel really good. I went outside last night and I could see Cancer born on the full moon. That's crazy. I could see the full moon in my backyard, and I live in Las Vegas. It was like super windy, like windy so hard it took out like traffic lights here. And I was just like looking at the full moon and feeling the wind, and you could hear it, and it was like super powerful. And I was like, well, cool. But I know that us mutable signs, so Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius, are having, you know, this is a good moon for us. Moon started my cycle a whole week early. Yeah, I feel my body's kind of trying to do that too. I'm a Leo moon. Same here. I feel turned. I agree. Yeah, the Cancer placements I feel like are going through it for sure. But yes, so Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, we're the mutable signs. And whether it's good or bad, we're just going to be feeling this perhaps a little bit more than everybody else. Hi, Victoria. Welcome. Yeah, I opened this up to the public just to have some fun and tap into that Sagittarius energy. So I do these workshops in my YouTube membership. So if you'd like to join us there, you're welcome to. It's only $9.99 a month, and we do multiple lives a week, yoga classes, tarot readings, workshops. Yeah, so that's an option. But let's see. I'm going to explain my setup here, and then I'm feeling good just on my birthday, Gemini Sun, Leo Moon. Happy birthday. I love that. Again, I'm also a Leo Moon. I already said it. I have my candle here. This is We're Moon Twins, and I'm also Natasha. Nice. Cap Sun, Scorpio rising, Pisces moon. I don't know how I'm feeling. That's valid. So I'm using a strawberry candle. I recommend you go grab a candle. Can be any kind of candle. Any candle that makes you feel good. Doesn't matter the color. If you want to do color correspondences, Gemini Sun and Sag Moon. Ooh, interesting. You should definitely be feeling this this one. Color correspondences, you could use white to purify. You know, full moons are about releasing. Again, I'm using a red. This is a strawberry candle. It's a strawberry moon. I would say bright colors to just tap into that Sagittarius energy, maybe fire-related colors, but any candle is fine. It could literally be like a home goods candle, like that's what I'm using. Just so we can work with fire, because Sagittarius is a fire sign. My niece is joining me tonight. She's a Libra with Libra rising. My mom's a Libra. I love some Libras. So that's got the candle. I also recommend going to grab a journal or something to write with, because we will be doing journaling. I did post the worksheets here on YouTube, in the Discord, and on Facebook. But I'll also read you the prompts. So no stress if you can't pull up those worksheets. I also have, I'm going to show off some of my new crystals. Look at this. Ooh. This is a honey calcite tower that I got from this local crystal shop here in Las Vegas called Queendom Cultivation. It is like the best crystal store ever. They also have an online shop, but look at those, look at the flashes in it. It's so beautiful. I wish I could like hold it up to like behind light so you could see. It's just like crazy flashes. But it's just giving me the Sagittarius energy. So we're gonna have that here. I also have this little sunstone tower. She has some little flashes too. I have a fire quartz. Again, Sagittarius is fire. I kind of like this because it looks like there's almost like a vein running through it. If you can't tell, I'm a spooky queen. And I just thought that was cool. Again, all the crystals that kind of represent fire. I have a few others here just kind of scattered around. I have a purple fluorite tower. I'm feeling like the red, oranges, and purples. I don't know why. This really flashy labradorite. Oop, there it is. You can see that little flash. I think it has flash on the other side too. Whoop, a little bit. But that's kind of my setup. Again, I have a candle. I also have, if you watched my tarot reading for this full moon, the strength card did come up. I do have a strength card candle as well. I picked this up at a local shop here in Vegas. So I'm going to go ahead and light my candles. If you have a candle, you're welcome to do the same. Just again, do it safely. You know, we don't want to be starting any fires, though this would be a good time to work with a bonfire. But I'm just going to light these candles for us. Now, I do encourage you again to work with fire tonight. It is a Sagittarius full moon, so fire is the element, fire is the vibe, it is releasing, so you can use that fire to release. I do my favorite kind of releasing exercise for any full moon is writing what you want to release on a piece of paper and then burning it. Again, do so safely. But what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a group meditation, a guided meditation. I'm going to read you guys an affirmation from this book. It's called Dear Universe. This is like one of my most favorite books. If you're looking for just affirmations for like literally everything you could possibly imagine, I chose the affirmation for free today. And look at that. There, I can see there's 33 viewers and 3 likes. So 333 coming through. We're going to do the free affirmation. So we're going to meditate together. We're going to do this affirmation together. I'm going to read this to us while we're meditating, and then we're going to journal. I do want to start with a little journal prompt just to kind of get your gears turning before we go into the meditation, because this guided meditation is going to be all about just like new adventures and having fun, tapping into that Sagittarius energy. So grab your journals, or if you'd like, you can just say it here in the chat as I'm asking the questions. You can do it mentally. If you're like, I don't have anything to write with, that's fine too. So go grab your journals, and we're going to journal a little bit. We're going to meditate, and then we're going to check back in and journal some more. So go grab your journals. And what we're going to do is some journal prompts. Man, I've just burned my finger light to my candle. Be careful. Be safe when you're working with fire. I get my nails done pretty extravagantly. This is actually short. Usually I get them significantly longer, but it has gel. It's gel polish on top, so my gel tends to melt sometimes if I'm not too careful. That's why I get the long lighters, behold, or long matches. Short lighters or matches, I will burn my nails. So grab your journal if you haven't already grabbed it. Now, again, this Sagittarius full moon is about fun, new, exciting adventures. It's about releasing through fun. Ask yourself, what would a Sagittarius do? What would my Sagittarius friend do? Kind of tap into that fire energy. It's a little bit chaos energy, but like a good kind of chaos. We're coming out of Mercury retrograde. We're coming out of eclipse season, and this is kind of ushering in a new, lighter energy. Next week we have the summer solstice, which again is just warmth, abundance, you know, summer solstice energy. We love to see it. Then we have the Cancer new moon at the end of this month, which coincidentally also happens on the same day Neptune goes retrograde. But the thing about, we're in Saturn retrograde right now also, and then Neptune retrograde at the end of the month. The thing about those retrogrades are those planets are kind of farther from us. They don't affect us as much, and it's not as intense of an energy as Mercury retrograde. You know, Mercury, especially this past Mercury retrograde combined with the eclipse season, knocked us on our butts. Am I right? How do we feel about the last Mercury retrograde? It was a very heavy energy, especially with the eclipses, and this full moon is kind of like we're letting go of all that. And it's time to have some fun. It's time to kick off the summer fun with this Sagittarius full moon. So this journaling, you can see my dog's little paws back there, and Jack is sleeping. This first journal exercise is just to get our brains kind of going for the travel and the adventures that we want to do, so we can meditate and visualize on it. So here are the questions for you. If you have your journals, get ready to write. You can draw 4 little boxes on your journal, on your piece of paper. So 4 boxes, and then I'm going to tell you what each box is going to be. So the first box is going to be new things I want to try. My candles are going crazy right now. New things I want to try. The second box is going to be people I want to see. So new things I want to try, people I want to see. The third box is going to be places I want to visit. Places I want to visit. And the fourth box is going to be how can I help others? How can I help others? So I do this exercise with my clients in my group coaching program. This is fun and fulfilling goals, because you know, so often we're just setting goals that are like, I want to start a business or do this new job or work on my health, and really like intense, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with those goals. Obviously, I set those goals too, but we need to have some fun and fulfilling goals in our life so we're going to feel good. So again, first box, new things I want to try. Second box, people I want to see. Third box, places I want to visit. And fourth box, how can I help others? So if you have any questions or you need me to repeat something, let me know in the comments. But for new things I want to try, think about hobbies. Think about things that you've always wanted to do, but you haven't done them for some reason. Just new things. Like, it can literally be like, I want to try this new restaurant. I want to go try this new hobby. Whatever it is. Think about the concept of trying the opposite. Like, try the opposite of what you do normally. Like, get out of your comfort zone a little bit. For people I want to see, this can be friends, family you maybe want to travel to see. I also love putting like concerts in this kind of category, or if there's like celebrities or events that you want to go to, conventions. I'm a giant nerd. You can kind of see my nerd corner. There's a Dean Winchester right there. I have been to the Supernatural convention. I met all of them, so highly recommend. People I want to see, it doesn't have to just be friends and family. It can be like conventions, celebrities, concerts, whatever. Oh, a new meadery, that's cool. And then places I want to visit, obviously places you want to visit, like countries, cities, anything, anywhere you want to go. And then how can I help others? Hi, Misty. Is just that. How can I help others? Maybe it's volunteering this summer. Maybe it's, you know, just helping a friend. Maybe you know someone that's going through a rough time and you want to help them out. Maybe it's, I want to make a monthly donation to this certain place, or I want to volunteer for this certain place. I regularly volunteer for the Born This Way Foundation. It is Pride Month, so perhaps donating to the Born This Way Foundation. When Lady Gaga had her residency here in Vegas, I worked every show for them. So, you know, think about an organization that maybe you enjoy, animals you want to help, whatever it is. How can I help others? So work on that little project. If you want to share some of yours here, I would love to read them. I would love to share with the class. Remember to always drink your water, because water is important. Stay hydrated, friends. I don't think I've ever been to a meadery. To be fair, I don't really drink, so I don't know if that would be fun for me, but that's super cool. But let me know. Let me know new things you want to try, people you want to see, places you want to go, how you maybe want to help people. Let me know. Share with the class, friends. I feel like I should have like elevator music, background elevator music, you know, while we wait for everybody to journal. Maybe we'll turn it to puppy cam. Puppy cam. There's a Fozzie. And there's a Jack and also Freddy. Puppy cam. Want to connect with old friends for sure. I'm going home. I leave for home on Wednesday, so I'm going more local events for sure. Going home to see my family, maybe some old friends in New Mexico. Local events for sure. There's lots of cool local stuff in Vegas. I'm going on a hike next weekend for Letha with my coven, so I want to bring trash bags and make sure we clean up all the trails as we go. I love that. That's awesome. I try to do that also when I go on hikes. I'm hoping to do more work with Fed Up, which is an ED recovery organization for trans, queer, and gender diverse folks. I love that. Yes, happy full moon, my friends. I love it. Those are so awesome, guys. Yeah, definitely. It's like my biggest pet peeve when you go on a hike and there's like trash everywhere. I'm just like, happens in Vegas all the time. Like, you go on a hike and it's like super cool and there's like beer cans and you're just like, why leave no trace? I totally feel that. Anybody else? Places you want to go, people you want to see, stuff you want to do. Volunteering for the SPCA for sure. Love working with the animals. I have like a really simple way you can donate is on Amazon. There's like a smile.amazon.com thing that you can do, and it'll donate, I think, a percentage of your purchase to like the rescue or the charity of your choice, which for me is the National Mill Dog Rescue, because both my dogs are puppy mill rescues, so that's something I'm really passionate about. But you know, it's Amazon, so boo capitalism and Jeffrey Bezos, but it's an easy way to kind of get some donations in. Helping friends clean up their houses when they're suffering from bad depression, for sure. I really want to, oh, can you see Jack's paws are twitching? He's having a puppy dream. Puppy dreams. He's like, eh. Happy Pride, Jack. Maybe he's revving a motorcycle. I don't know. He's having some puppy dreams. But yeah. Anybody else want to share? Anyone else? I want to try weightlifting. I just got cleared after spinal surgery. That's intense. To work out however I like, for sure. Yeah, recovering from surgery is no joke. I've had 3 major surgeries in my life, so I feel you. Haven't seen my friend since New Year, so I want to see her soon. Kickboxing, I love that. My mom's a kickboxing instructor. My mom teaches like every type of fitness you could possibly imagine. All right, so we have some fun and fulfilling goals. Now, on the bottom of your page, I want you to write, do like a longer box. So we have like the 4 boxes, a big old box at the bottom. And it's going to say icing on the cake goals. Icing on the cake goals. Now, what do I mean by icing on the cake? This is a concept that one of my clients coined. I believe it was my client Lyric. I'm possibly my client Chloe. I think it was Lyric. That said there's like, so let's say one of your like fun and fulfilling goals is to travel to Europe or something. The icing on the cake goal would be like the goal that it would just make it that much more amazing. It's like the cherry on top. So like for me, it'd be like traveling to Europe is like the place I want to go to. The icing on the cake goal would be going to Dracula's castle. Or let's say one of your goals is to buy a house. The icing on the cake goal would be like that one really cool piece of furniture that you've always wanted to go with the house. You know, something that's just going to add that little cherry on top. Tap into that like Sagittarius energy of just like spontaneous, random, like, you know, go for it kind of goal. Like it could be anything. Like, you know, I'm a very big proponent of going for whatever makes your little nerd heart happy. So, you know, like what makes you happy? What's like, what would be the icing on the cake goal? If you know me for a really long time, like obviously you know I'm obsessed with certain things. We've talked about it. I like to go to conventions. I go do all this nerdy stuff. Like if I'm obsessed with it, I'm gonna go hard or go home. I've met most of my favorite celebrities. Like like there's no limit. Like let yourself be wild. Let yourself be crazy. Like think about something crazy that you want to do. Like what would be like, you go to a convention, you meet your favorite celebrity. You go to a convention and meet your favorite celebrity and get to go on stage with them. These are both things that I have manifested. Like, think about just something crazy, wild, and out there that would be the icing on the cake to whatever your kind of like already basic goal is. And that's kind of the energy that we want for this summer, is like, just go for it. The world's on fire. I feel like I'm just going to start singing a Smash Mouth song, but the world's on fire. We live in a capitalist hellscape. Do something fun. Do something crazy, wild, out there, fun. So let me hear them. I want to hear them. Throw them out in the comments. Those icing on the cake goals. They can be wild. They can be crazy. But we need to be a little wild and crazy under this Sagittarius full moon. Anybody? Want to go to my favorite cafe in the forest of southern Sweden. It's only open between June and August. Spend some time working it. That's what I'm talking about. I want to go to Germany and I want to go to the Black Forest because it's super spooky and it's the most magical forest in the world. Like that, I like that energy. Travel goals are definitely welcome during the Sagittarius full moon. Anybody else? Icing on the cake goals. I want to go to Tahoe and hike half some. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to Tahoe actually in a couple months. Dome, gotcha. All my own business, start creating things for sure. Love it. Love it. Yeah, go crazy, go wild. Like I'm pivoting my business. I'm starting to think of like new things for my business. And why not? Why not? Just go for it. I put a whole apothecary in my dining room because I just could. I want to cave my impulses and book the business class flights I've been looking at. Yes, I love that. Okay, half dome. That's what I thought. I love flying business class, definitely. If you have the chance, if you have the opportunity, like give into the, I mean, again, I'm a Leo Moon Sag rising, so I tend to go above and beyond in everything I do. So, you know, treat ourselves as super moon. Yes, treat yourself. I love it. I love it. Anybody else have some icing on the cake goals they want to share? Throw them in the comments, and then we are going to move on to some meditating. Have Fazzy. When your dog lets out a really, really heavy sigh where you're like, what do you have to sigh about? You live the most simple life. Like, you just sit here and sleep while I pay all your bills. Yep. I know you're a Leo sun, Misty, so we got that fire energy. I want to go on a car camping trip in national parks, and I want my body and chronic pain to cooperate. Oof, I feel that one. I feel that one. I saw a TikTok that was talking about how this full moon is going to help us release wherever whatever is ruled by the house that your Sagittarius falls in. So for me, my Sagittarius placement falls in the first house, and the first house rules over like your physical body. And I'm like, please, please let me release some of this physical body nonsense, because that's literally what's been keeping me so restricted for the past 7 months, and honestly for the past like 5 years since I got diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease. But the past 7 months, because as you guys know, I've been having a never-ending bladder infection, and I'm like, please. Leo sun, Cancer moon, Sag rising. Oh, the poor Cancer moon smushed in between those two fire signs. That's my Pisces sun with my Leo moon, Sag rising is like, ah. So look up, I don't know the houses off the top of my head. That's like a deeper part of astrology. I don't know, but look up what the houses rule, and that's what you're going to be releasing this full moon. So for me, it's like physical body stuff, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I actually did a spell for my bladder. It's on my altar back there. I got a golden healer quartz crystal, and then I got this crystal that's carved like a, I don't know if I can say the word, a yoni. I don't, I don't want to say lady, like a, whatever chromosomes. I don't know. I'm trying to I don't want to say lady parts. I can't say the V word. Hoo-ha. A hoo-ha crystal and then a golden crystal. And I did a spell with that on my altar for bladder healing. So it seems to have worked because my bladder feels better. My parts feel better because I've been stuck in a never-ending cycle of infection and on antibiotics for 7 months. So, Aries sun, my chart is pretty devoid of fire. Libra out here keeping me on the fence. Yeah, my roommate has no fire placements at all. And she's a Virgo sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. And so she has no fire. And I'm like, fire! So, I pretty much cleaned it up. My infection got so bad that it ended up in my kidneys and I had to go to the hospital. So, as much as I've also been doing natural remedies, it's something, when your infection gets that bad and you're almost septic, you have to go to the hospital and get on antibiotics, which ruined me. But, we survived and we're healing and I'm slowly getting past it. But I had surgery about 3 months ago. I got sterilized, so I can't have kids anymore, and that just kick-started this whole massive infection. But it's finally gone. We're not gonna talk about it anymore because I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm just releasing that. That's what I'm releasing under this full moon is gone. And I never want to deal with that ever again. So it's gone. We released it. We did a spell. We lit a candle. It's gone. So now that all that being said, we've kind of brainstormed what we want. We've brainstormed our fun and fulfilling goals. We've brainstormed all the new places we want to go and the people we want to see. You guys are brutal when they hit your kidneys and be so painful. Yeah, it was the most pain I've ever experienced. And again, I've had like 2 breast reconstructions, had surgery to get fixed, and have been through other many painful things. Nothing compares. So we know where we want to go. We know what we want to do. We got some fun. We got some adventure. We got some stuff in mind. So now what we're going to do is we're going to meditate. We're going to visualize these new adventures, these new fun things. I'm going to read us our affirmations while we meditate. And then we are going to do some more journaling. So find yourself in a comfy place, where you can sit down, lay down. You can stand even if you really wanted to. And you can just sit and breathe and meditate in a comfortable space. I do recommend you take your candle with you. If you haven't lit your candle, I recommend you light it. I will give you the option to you can do some kind of fire gazing, some flame gazing, some fire magic where you just kind of meditate and look at the flame. That is an option. Be careful though, because you don't want to stare at it too long. It's like staring at the sun. You can kind of get that. But option to do that, or option to close your eyes and meditate as you normally would, but just keep that fire energy with you. So bring your candle with you, light your candle. Again, you can have a crystal with you that represents fire. You could use citrine, you could use sunstone, carnelian would be a really great one, fire quartz. Smoking a bowl and meditating is my jam. Or that, you know, incorporate some fire into it. Or any crystal really is fine. But if you want to amplify your practice a little bit, incorporate the fire, incorporate the crystal, and find yourself in a place where you can breathe. And we're going to visualize for a little bit. And I'm going to read you this affirmation. So once you're in your comfortable space where you can sit and you can breathe and you can meditate with us, again, find yourself in a comfortable position. And you can either, again, focus your gaze on your flame or on your candle. You can keep that crystal in your hand and kind of use it as a tool. Just kind of, if you're maybe have some fidgeting, I know I have anxiety, I like to fidget, keeping a crystal in my hand while I'm meditating kind of keeps some of that fidgeting down. And just find yourself in a comfortable position. And start to bring your awareness to your breath. Now, I don't want you to change anything about your breath just yet. Just notice it as it goes in and out. Just starting to use your breath as a tool to bring you to this moment, to the right here, to the right now. Maybe as you inhale, you feel the shoulders rise, the chest expand, the belly expand, taking up space. And as you exhale, you feel a gentle release in the body, gentle relaxation. You can deepen and lengthen these inhales and exhales. And as you continue to breathe here, start to check in. Start to take inventory of the mind, the body, the soul. Notice any tensions, blockages, constraints that might be coming up. Perhaps they're physical, perhaps you maybe feel those shoulders creeping up to your ears. With every exhale, just encourage those shoulders down. Maybe they're mental, emotional, spiritual. I encourage you to just be an observer here. Notice those thoughts as they go by, acknowledge them. You know, we're only human, we're gonna have those thoughts. But just practice non-judgment, non-attachment. Don't judge yourself for having any kind of thoughts, don't attach yourself to them. Just notice that they're there. And start to maybe identify specifically the tensions, blockages, constraints associated with these fun, fulfilling goals that you have. Maybe while we were doing the journaling exercises, you felt kind of a pull or a restraint, or maybe your limiting beliefs or the negative self-talk was like, you can't do that. You can't do that thing. It's not for you. Whatever those constraints may be, acknowledge them. And then we're going to work through letting them go together. So you can inhale here. Exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And I want you to imagine all those constraints, blockages, limitations, tensions just falling out of your ear. They're falling right out of your head, out of your ear, and they're going away. We're getting those out of our brain. Inhale, gently come to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Again, any of those limiting beliefs, negative self-talks, whatever it may be, just imagine them falling right out of your brain. Sliding down your shoulder and just off and away from you. Maybe into your candle, and that flame just burns them up. Inhale, gently return to center. Now I'm going to count us through some 5-part breathing so we can just truly get in this space where we can visualize. So just listen to my voice and I'll count us down. You can inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can continue these long, deep inhales and exhales. And I want you to start to visualize in your mind all of these wonderful adventures you would like to go on. Perhaps there's one in specific that really stands out to you. Maybe a place you really want to travel to, a new thing you really want to try, a person that you would really like to see. Whatever that thing is, I want you to visualize it happening in your mind. I want you to put yourself in the shoes of future you doing these things. So perhaps, for example, for me, it's traveling to Europe. I'm picturing myself getting on the plane, being on the plane, getting there, exploring Dracula's castle, Frankenstein's castle, the catacombs in Paris, whatever it is. Maybe you're at the beach and you can feel the sand in your toes, you can hear the waves. Maybe you're in the forest and you can hear the sound of the trees, you can feel kind of the wet ground underneath you. Maybe it's the desert. Maybe it's a person you really want to see and you can hear them talk and you can hold them and hug them and kind of feel as if they were there. Maybe it's a new thing you would like to try, kickboxing, weightlifting. Just imagine how that would feel. Fill yourself up with that feeling, that warmth, that excitement, that feeling of new adventure, that feeling of hope. Try to activate your senses in this visualization. What does it look like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What does it hear? What does it sound like? Just completely immersing yourself in this visualization. Now, as you breathe here, continue to allow yourself to be in this visualization. I'm going to read for you this affirmation for feeling free 3 times. You can just listen to my words. You can repeat this out loud. You can repeat it in your head, but I'm going to read this for us 3 times. Dear universe, my body, my mind, and my spirit is free. This beautiful freedom manifests in various ways throughout my life. Freedom allows me to live life in its full expression of beauty. I am so thankful to release the burdens of the past and step into a future of free-spirited adventure. So be it, so it is. Dear universe, my body, my mind, and my spirit is free. This beautiful freedom manifests in various ways throughout my life. Freedom allows me to live life in its full expression of beauty. I am so thankful to release the burdens of the past and step into a future of free-spirited adventure. So be it, so it is. Dear universe, my body, my mind, and my spirit is free. This beautiful freedom manifests in various ways throughout my life. Freedom allows me to live life in its full expression of beauty. I am so thankful to release the burdens of the past and step into a future of free-spirited adventure. So be it, so it is. You can gently bring your awareness back into your space. Bring yourself back from that visualization. We'll seal this with a few deep breaths. Taking a big inhale in through the nose, filling up the chest, filling up the belly, taking up space. Open mouth, exhale, release. Really big inhale in, filling up. Fill up a little more. Open mouth, exhale, release. Last one, really big inhale in. Teeny bit more. And open mouth, exhale. You can allow your breath to return to normal. You can perhaps start to wiggle your toes or wiggle your fingers. Bring your awareness back into your space and back into your body. And when you're ready, just come back to us. Take your time. How did we feel? How do we feel after that meditation? Let me know. What was the adventure that you visualized? Let me see. I don't think I saw what you said. Say it again. These comments on YouTube go so fast. I can never catch all of them. How do we feel, my friends? Did anybody relaxed? So beautiful, good. Did anybody maybe look at their flames and see anything cool? I know my Leo candle is like losing its mind. My strawberry one is very calm. Anybody see anything in particular or feel any type of way that was much needed? Good, good. Yeah, definitely the energy feels lighter for sure. Anybody else? Perhaps? Maybe? Honestly, meditating with crystals became so good for my anxiety. Lots of trees, cool. Because I'm a fidgeter, and like having a crystal in my hand that I can just kind of like fidget with helps a lot. I'm traveling a lot in the next year, so after a breakup, I need to start visualizing it positively, except with the fear. I let 3 and all flames grew, camped with my closest friends, feeling calm, good, good. Yeah, traveling while alone is scary. And what you were saying about like visualizing like worst case scenario, like that's my specialty. And something that helps for me is literally in my journal every day, I literally write the affirmation, everything will turn out even better than I expect it to, every day. Everything will turn out even better than I expect, because my anxiety, worst case scenario, is it all the time. Visualize Greek islands for my whole summer. It's my icing on the cake. I love it. Love it. For sure. Yeah, mine is Europe. I was supposed to go in 2020, and then we all know what happened. So I'm trying to make it next year, hopefully. And I would love to bring my retreats to across the pond and go international. Everybody's been asking for that. So the U.S. has more serial killers than any other country combined. Honestly, I'm not surprised. This country, I don't even want to talk about it, because me and my roommate literally this morning were like, we're starting to make a plan to get out of here. To get the heck out of here, because I don't want to live here anymore. Yeah, you're a lot safer traveling on in Europe than in our country, for sure. Everybody's going to Greece. I want to go to Greece. The full moon in Sag video. Oh yeah, I saw your TikTok. I do know that hip openers for sure can be very intense, especially if you haven't done hip opening. It is it is a doozy. But you did it, and I'm proud of you. Yeah, the Sagittarius actually rules in the body, rules the hips, and rules the lumbar spine. So definitely work on those hips. Do the full moon yoga class. That's what it's there for. I'm in the process of immigrating. It's a pain, but visualize the visa process. That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm trying to do all my research to see how I can get out of this country and go somewhere else. Sag, sun, and moon. That's crazy. Lots of Sag. Beaches and Bali. More weekend getaways. I love it. Yeah, I really would like to go take my retreats international. For now, they're just in the U.S., but hoping to go international. If you would like to travel with me, I do have a retreat coming up in Joshua Tree in September for Labor Day weekend. So if you want to travel with me and do a bunch of witchy yoga stuff in Joshua Tree, that is there. I have one in 1 month actually, in Joshua Tree. It's sold out, and I also have a retreat in Salem, Massachusetts in November. It is also sold out. So if you want to travel with me, the only chance you have this year is the Joshua Tree in September. So come join us. It's going to be a blast. I'm very, very excited. And then hopefully next year more retreats and maybe international. Who knows? That's what I'm working on now. But that's my adventures. I'm really heavy focus on travel because I got my passport in 2019 and haven't been able to use it because of COVID. So that's the goal. And I want to tap into my Sagittarius rising and get my travel on. I'm in the UK, so it's a much smaller distance. Well, that's so cool. I was actually literally right before this looking at apartments to live in the UK because I'm like, please get me out of this country. Someone in another country would like to host me. You want to get married? Give me a visa? No, I'm kidding. All right, my friends. So now that we did our meditation, what did we think of the affirmation, by the way? I love this book. Again, it's called Dear Universe. 200 mini meditations for instant manifestations. You can get on Amazon. It has literally affirmations for every way that you are feeling that you want to get out of. So like if you want to get out of feeling uncertain or panicked or mad or whatever, it has manifestations for that. And then it also has manifestations for way that you want to feel, like strong. We did the free one. There's a nourished one, helpful, divine, creative. It's a great book. So check that out. All right. So now that we did that meditation together, we're going to do some more journaling. I just realized that my pain is in the hip and lumbar spine, and this sort of it's one of the eclipses in Sag. Yeah. Once you start to figure out like that the signs rule certain things, you're like, ugh. Pisces rules the third eye, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, and the feet, which is weird because like I swear I have the most foot injuries of any person I've ever met. Like I step on stuff all the time. Like once I stepped on glass in my backyard and I was like, I don't use glass. Like I don't drink. Where did the glass come from? Went through my foot. 2 nights ago, I was taking my dogs out and a stick went through my foot. Like I was doing a photo shoot once in the middle of the desert. Tree stump went through my foot. I'm like, can we stop with the foot injuries? I ran a half marathon and got stress fractures in my feet. And I'm like, we get it, Pisces. We get it. Your feet hurt. Stop. And then the pineal gland and the pituitary gland are the glands that rule our dreams. They call the pineal gland the third eye. It's where melatonin is produced. So us Pisces be having wacky dreams all the time. Believe me, they're on another level. But yeah, once you kind of look into what your sign rules, it's definitely very interesting. All right, so we're going to journal a little bit. So grab your journals. We're going to get our journal on. Foz is looking super cute. He just was checking in to see what we're doing. Well, big stretch. Right on cue, Jack. If you don't say big stretch after your dog does a big stretch, did they ever even do a big stretch? The world might never know. All right, so we're going to do the journaling prompts from the worksheets. Again, you can find these in the Facebook group, on YouTube, or in the Discord. If you're in the membership, we do also have a private Discord. So come join us. If you'd like to join the membership, again, we do these videos every week. We do new moon, full moon workshops. We do tarot readings. We do live yoga classes. So that's available for you. It's all here on YouTube. So I'm going to read you these journal prompts. If you don't have them, no worries. I'm going to read them to you. I'm going to read them all to you. We're going to write them down, and then I'll give you a little bit of time to work on them. First question. What is a fun, enjoyable, and exciting way for me to release? What is a fun, enjoyable, and exciting way for me to release? Last time. What is a fun, enjoyable, and exciting way for me to release? It's very late here, so good night, good night. We will see you perhaps next time. I hope you enjoy your full moon. The second question we already kind of did. What fun and fulfilling goals can I set for the rest of the year? So we'll kind of skip that one. We already did that one. We kind of broke it down even more. So third question. Actually, you know what? We already did both of these. I'm an idiot. The other journal prompts is from my group coaching program. So we already did those two. But the last one I think is important because this is kind of the kickoff to summer. What am I looking forward to this summer? What am I looking forward to this summer? And the first question, for sure, what is a fun and enjoyable and exciting way for me to release? There's also another page in the journal, the worksheets, where there's a space to describe or draw the new adventures that you would like to enjoy for the rest of the year. So you can kind of, if you really like that visualization meditation, draw it out, describe it. And then what are 1 to 3 actions I can take to make these things a reality? So again, all of these prompts and worksheets, there's also a tarot worksheet I post in the Facebook group, here on YouTube and in Discord. So what is a fun and enjoyable, exciting way for me to release? What am I looking forward to this summer? And then if you'd like, what are 1 to 3 actions I can take to make these things a reality? What are 1 to 3 actions I can take to make these things a reality? So take some time to work on it. If you need me to repeat anything, let me know. But the first question, what is a fun, enjoyable, and exciting way for me to release? I want you to think about, when you have to blow off some steam, what do you go do? Maybe it's going out dancing. Maybe it's going to a bar. it's time to tap into that Sagittarius spontaneous, little bit self-indulgent energy. Obviously, I don't want you to go full rager and like, hi Gary. I don't want you to go full rager and like do something terrible, but fun, exciting, enjoyable. You can go out and drink and have a good time without overdoing it. You can go out and party without overdoing it. You can go to a concert. You can, have sex. I don't know. Whatever is fun, enjoyable, and exciting for you to release. There are so many different ways to do that. Watching as I wash dishes. Nice. But remember that Sagittarius also rules in tarot temperance. The temperance card, which is the card of moderation, of balance, of patience, of peace. So I think the key in harnessing Sagittarius energy is having fun, being, doing things that bring you joy, and doing kind of spontaneous things, but doing it balanced and with peace and with moderation. Not going full rager, but having fun, but not losing your mind. So think about the fun, exciting ways you can release, because I think when we think about releasing, we always think about, with every full moon, we're like, it has to be crying. I have to cry to release. I have to like burn stuff on a piece of paper. I have to, do something really hardcore and like sad. But you can also release in really fun ways. Yoga can be working out is a physical release, right? So think about fun, exciting, enjoyable ways to release. What am I looking forward to this summer? Of course. So not taking the kids to the amusement park on my own, maybe just a park. Yeah, we don't look, big stretch again. My therapist just said this today, play is how we release. Yeah, play, for sure. Fun. Like, as adults, I feel like we forget that is something that we can still do because we're adults. Like, you're allowed to go and have fun. And then 1 to 3 actions that you can take to make this a reality. I want you to think small. Like, think small. When you're breaking down actionable steps, I want you to make it as small as possible. So if it's you want to travel, maybe it's going to get your passport. Like, that's a small step that we have to do if we want to travel. Maybe I made a wish list on Airbnb, and it's called Our Culture Also Teaches Us That You're Lazy If You Don't Hustle 24/7. Yep. Get rid of that grind culture. We don't want it. We don't want it anymore. Boo, capitalism. We don't want it. I made a wish list on Airbnb that's just called frivolous because it's like frivolous places that I want to stay that aren't practical, but they're frivolous. Like I found a hobbit hole in like Utah somewhere, and I just made this Airbnb wish list and put it on there because it's like, I'm going to stay at that hobbit hole. I'm going to take a trip to Utah and I'm going to stay there. So maybe that's a step, is looking on Airbnb and finding a place. A small step could be... Thank you, Adriana. Dropping pens. A small step could be, let's see, researching the new restaurant you want to go to, looking them up on Instagram, making a reservation. It could be getting on Bumble BFF to find yourself a friend. Don't go on dating apps. You didn't hear it from me. They're not worth it. But you can use them to find friends, Whatever it is. Maybe if you're wanting to start a business, it's... starting your social media account, for that business. Think about small actionable steps, because when we look at the really big picture of like that big adventure we want to take, it's scary sometimes. We're like, oh my God, holy shit, like traveling across Europe, oh, scary. We kind of talked about it earlier. Scale it down. There's Hobbit Hole Airbnb within driving from Texas. Yeah, they get booked really far out in advance. Like, I don't want to go to Utah. Ugh. But I will go for a Hobbit Hole. So yeah, to have some fun. Have some fun, friends. Does anybody have any ways written down that they like to release? Fun ways to release? I have a potty training 3.5-year-old. This is why amusement park's scary. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I really like... So one of my goals this year, me and my roommate obviously are massive Star Wars fans. I have like 7 Star Wars tattoos. You can see kind of my Star Wars posters. If I move my chair, there's the fight between Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul. There's a Death Star. That's a Star Wars poster. I think Darth Maul's up there. Got some Dean Winchester action, some Lady Gaga action. Anywho, what was I saying? Oh, a fun, frivolous goal for me is my best friend is turning 30 this year, and she loves Disney, and she's from California, and like my ultimate dream is to be able to take us to that ridiculous Star Wars hotel that costs like $5,000 for 2 nights. But it'll be worth it to me. That's worth it to me. As a Star Wars fan, like a massive Star Wars fan, it's worth it to me. I'm having such a hard time with the first question. How do you like to have fun? Maybe start there. What do I do for fun? What do I do that brings me happy? For release, listening to music loudly, singing, dancing unapologetically. There you go. Could be something that simple. Like, I don't know, I was in like a Spice Girls kick the other day, and I deep cleaned my closet, and I just turned on Spice Girls and jammed out and cleaned my closet. You know, it could be something like that. Ozzy, what are you doing? Come lay down. Stop being a silly head. The old man hath awoken from his nap, and he says, Mom, why are you not playing with me? I know. Such a rough life. The roughest. He's 13, so. You're sleepy again now? Okay. Anywho, anybody else? Give some suggestions, because there might be people here that are also struggling, and you might say something that gives somebody inspiration and gives somebody an epiphany. That's why community is like my most favorite thing, and that's why I have these memberships, and I focus on creating communities, because community can be such a magical thing. Like, you could be going through something and someone else has also been through it, and they say something, and it just suddenly you're like, oh my god, why didn't I think of that? So share. That's what we're here for. I need a thunderstorm here so I can get out in the rain in my swimsuit. Yeah, we don't get rain here either, so I feel that. What else is fun? Going to the pool for sure. There's lots of crazy stuff in Vegas, because, you know, Vegas. Hiking. Been finding more and more being outside. Yes. Going on a stupid mental health walk or whatever the meme is. I think it has to do with me just always bottling and never releasing till I pop. Exactly. We got to stop doing that. 0 out of 10. But it's hard. I know. I do this. I used to do the same thing, but now I have, because I used to do that so much, I'm trying to not. By attending a retreat. Yes, Carrie's coming to the retreat. I'm so excited. We're going to see each other in a month. Dressing up and going out in public. Yeah, let me tell you, when I go, there's this cool witchy bar here in Vegas, and me and my best friend try to go once a week. I'd be dressing. I'm wearing my this is my preferred aesthetic, is gothic hooker, like my Killstar clothes, where it's like a pentagram in between my boobs, and like I go all out when I go out. So live a fantasy. There's a card. Actually, why don't we pull some cards? We'll kind of maybe get some inspiration. Water-based for sure. Unfortunately, because of my never-ending infections, I have not been able to take a bath in a very long time. It's been 7 months, and if you know me, you know my bath is, as a Pisces, is my sacred space. You can kind of see it right there. You've probably seen viral pictures of it on the internet. I have a coffin tray. It tends to go viral. But I haven't been able to bathe in 7 months, and it's driving me insane. So we'll pull some cards. These are oracle cards, so we'll just kind of do a little tomorrow. If you're in the membership, I know, Jack, so exciting. If you're in the membership, we do live tarot readings every Tuesday for Tarot Tuesday. So we'll be checking in post full moon, or like the full moon's technically going on tomorrow, but like we'll be seeing what the after the full moon brings. But we'll pull some oracle cards and see if we can get just a little check in, see what's going on. There is a card in this deck that is Live a Fantasy, and that's the vibe I'm picking up. Maybe it's just because I'm a Pisces Sun, Leo Moon, but it's time to live a fantasy. Do something delusional. Like, delusional girl summer is where it's at. As I'm saying this, I see yield to reality. No, we don't want to yield to reality. This deck is called Postcards from Liminal Space. It is not available for purchase, unfortunately, anymore, because it is a limited edition deck, but it is my favorite deck in the whole world. And we'll see what she has to say. Jack had a little burst of energy, now he's dead again. He's my little Aries pup. I'm feeling that Live a Fantasy. I don't know who's going to come out, but usually it seems like when I talk about a card, it's like, hello, here I am. Delusional Girl Summer and Gothic Ho Summer. That's what we're trying to go for. Like, we're going to live it up at the retreat. Let me tell you, I bought all this stuff today at my retreats. My kind of signature is we have a Zodiac dinner. where we all come dressed as our zodiac sign. And then we also have a witch picnic where we all just come dressed as the most gothic witches ever. And I just bought all the decor for it. It's gonna be awesome. Woo! Oh, we love to see it. We love to see it. That's who just came flying out. Check to self, my friend. Check to self. That abundance is coming through for the summer. It says, pay to self, paid in full, what is owed, signed the universe. Check to self. This is giving me heavy Saturn retrograde vibes, which we just started. Mercury retrograde ended. We're in Saturn retrograde right now. And it says, what is owed? Saturn retrograde is all about karma. So if you are owed some good karma, if you know you've been hustling and working your butt off and being a good person, it's coming. What you are owed is about to be paid in full. Check to self. Well, that's like one of my favorite cards in this deck. And she just flew out. So we love to see it. Let's see who else is lurking. So be it's at the bottom of the deck. So be it, so it is. We're claiming that energy. Magic is immediate, indeed. LOL. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely, sometimes you just get the message to keep pulling, and then we get rewarded. So the first card that flew out was check to self, and then so be it is at the bottom of the deck. Again, just kind of solidifying, so be it, so it is. The next card that came out is magic is immediate. This is that spontaneous Sagittarius full strawberry moon energy. Magic is immediate. When you get that, obviously, I think the message here too, because the next card is padded room. What I was just talking about, how the balance between the Sagittarius energy of like being spontaneous and woo, let's go party, and temperance, which is the tarot card ruled by Sagittarius. Balance, moderation. It's like magic is immediate, get that snap to go do something, be spontaneous, but balance it out. Like we don't want to end up in the padded room, right? We don't want to overdo it. The padded room card is also taking a vacay. You can see it's like it's like, what is, essentially the question is, what is your padded room? And I think this kind of ties into what is a fun, enjoyable, and exciting way for me to release? What is your happy place? Where do you go to recover, to recuperate? Is it on vacation? Is it, do you maybe isolate in your room, you take a bath? Like, where is your happy place? And then what kind of spontaneous, like, I want to go have this fun, exciting adventure. It's a balance between the two. It's a balance between adventure and safe place. Gemini and Sagittarius are opposite signs, so definitely balance theme. I'm a Pisces and all my best friends are Virgos. So like very balanced. And except for my one Capricorn best friend. All earth signs though. Magic is immediate. You'll know like when things are going to work out. Like when it's just like bam, like there it is. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no kind of vibe. Like for when I was booking the Salem retreat, I reached out to the hotel that I booked it through, and I was like, I know this is probably a long shot because it's Salem and I know everything's already booked out for the fall, but do you have any availability in the fall? And they're like, oh yeah, we have this little pocket of time in November. And the dates they gave me happened to align perfectly with the blood moon, the next lunar eclipse, full moon. And I was like, done. Magic is immediate. It'll happen like that. Like, and with the check to self, like, it's gonna come. That check that you've been waiting on doesn't have to be literal check. It doesn't have to be literal money. But that thing that you've been waiting on, what you are owed from the universe, is going to be like, bam! Like, it's gonna be unexpected. And I've had this happen many times in my life. Like, when I tell you I've had some crazy stuff happen, For example, I've talked about it a few times. My dad passed away 5 years ago. And I don't want to get into it, but it was very traumatic and very terrible and just bad. And about a year and a half after he passed, maybe 2 years, I had moved to Vegas, was struggling, still working my miserable corporate job, just like not doing too hot. And then I ended up quitting my corporate job, and like 3 months into it, I kind of started coaching, and I was still kind of just like not really sure what to do, and just kind of like, nah. And like, I think at the time I was still married. Like, it was just, just a weird time in my life. And one day, just randomly out of the blue, I started getting phone calls from a New Mexico number. So if you don't know, I'm from New Mexico. I'm going there this week to see my family. And all of a sudden, my phone is like blowing up with these New Mexico numbers calling me like endlessly, like 20 calls in an hour. And I was like, what is going on? And my mom's getting these phone calls. And I'm like, who has our number and is trying to call us? Finally, I'm like, because I knew it had something to do with my dad. Because, like, if you don't know, when you have to process someone's estate when they pass away, it is a long and lengthy, terrible process. So I was like, what is going on? I don't want to deal. I had just finalized his estate. And I was like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, I want to move on with my life. Ugh. But finally, I answered the phone because I was going to be like, don't call me. Like, ugh. But it turned out to be a realtor who when my dad passed, he had a house and he still had a mortgage on it. And the way the laws are in New Mexico, you can just kind of let it go to foreclosure. If you can't, obviously I couldn't afford a 5-bedroom house in New Mexico, so we just let the bank take it. New Mexico has a law that says you can sell the rights of redemption. So like if the house went to foreclosure, I could have come in and bought the house from the bank for a super, super low price. Like it was like a $500,000 house and they were like selling it for like $80,000. I reserved the rights to do that, but only me. And I could sell those rights to I had no idea this was even a thing. I didn't even know. So these realtors were calling me because they wanted to buy my dad's house. They wanted to buy the rights from me so they could go buy the house from the bank. I walked out of that situation with $27,000. They bought my rights to buy the house for that cheap because they knew obviously it's that cheap. It's like worth so much more than that. They sold it for like God knows how much. But out of the blue, I literally had no idea this was even a law. I thought that it was done. I had closed my father's estate. I had left the house. I was done with it. And after working my ass off and like focusing on me and going through healing, finding a grief therapist and doing all this stuff, all of a sudden the universe was like, here's $27,000 out of nowhere. And I know that is like, we hear these manifestation stories and like, we're like, that doesn't happen. It happens. It happens in really weird ways. Like the way that you don't expect, all of a sudden you'll be like, holy shit. Like, and again, it doesn't have to just be money. For me now, the only thing that I find that my life is kind of lacking is a partner. I always hope that like I'll run into a partner in a really random way that just like fall into my life. It could be anything. It could be whatever it is that you've just been hoping and dreaming for. All of a sudden it's like, bam, magic is immediate. One day you're just chilling and the next day somebody's writing you a check for $27,000. Like it doesn't, it's crazy how that works. So check to self. It could be something you don't even know is coming. But we get that by, focusing, staying in our lane, focusing on our abundance, shadow work, working through our traumas, helping people. My supernatural brain was like saving people, helping things, the family business. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, that was my ramble of the day. The next card that came out was Be Your Own Daddy. Again, this is very Sag energy. Honestly, I don't know what else is. Good night. Have a good full moon. Be your own daddy. We're getting our check to self. Magic is immediate. We're taking our vacations. We're protecting ourselves. Be your own daddy. Making boss moves. Getting stuff done. So, like taking care of yourself. You don't need. It doesn't need to come from like outward. I think that's another thing too. Like when I say fun, excitable, enjoying, joyful ways to release, like I don't want to say, because I don't do toxic positivity, but it has to come from you. It's not going to be someone else that's going to bring it to you. Be your own daddy. Like go out and have a good time, even if it's by yourself. I am single, forever alone. All my friends have boyfriends or significant others. I go do stuff on my own. I take myself to see movies. I go to restaurants by myself. Like, be your own daddy. You don't need anybody else. Go do your thing. And the last card that came out was Imagining More. That's exactly what we just did. Literally, we just did in a meditation where we were imagining more. you know, that this is what this Sagittarius full moon is all about. I don't know if she's looking at the sun or moon, but it's giving Sagittarius full moon. That's what we're doing tonight with this full moon, is we're imagining more. We're imagining those fun, new, exciting adventures. And again, at the bottom of the deck, so be it. So be it, so it is. Like, that's it. There's no other option. So be it. Like, it's gonna work out. It's gonna happen. We're claiming it. We're claiming it. So, how do we feel? We feel good. We feel ready to do the thing. Oh, I just saw the Live a Fantasy card. I just want to show it to you guys because it's like one of my favorite cards. Live a Fantasy. There it is. Put on your wig. Put on your makeup. Don't be a drag. Just be a queen. It's Pride. Go out there and celebrate. Live a fantasy. How we feel, my friends? Let me know how we're feeling. We'll wrap this stuff up. I know we've been here for a while. Thank you so much for joining me. How are we doing? What are we going to do for our full moon? What kind of rituals are we doing? Have we done the yoga yet? Have we done the tarot reading yet? Are we doing any fires? What's going on? Talk to me. What's up? What's happening? I do have a fire pit in my backyard. I was thinking about maybe doing something with that, perhaps. Haven't decided yet. I don't know. But tomorrow, again, I do a tarot reading in the membership, so join the membership. I don't usually do lives like this on my channel, but if you want lives like this, we do them every week in the membership. Live yoga classes, live tarot readings, full moon and new moon workshops. Just hit the join button on my channel. Oh, full moon bath, I'm so jealous. Took a shower during the meditation, doing spell work. Love it. Yes, do your spell work. I highly recommend, if you're not going to do anything else, write down what you want to release on a piece of paper and burn it. Super simple spell. Do it safely. Doing yoga before bed tonight. Watching my favorite scenes from Midsummer since it's raining in Seattle and can't make a fire outside. I love that. Midsummer, quality choice movie. Yeah, I'm going to probably do that releasing exercise, burn some stuff. And I really want to go out and making moon water to use for morning tea. I love that. Yes, make moon water. This is the moon to make moon water with. This will be great to moon water. Put some water in a cup, in a jug, in a mason jar, put it outside under the moon. Do it. You can put it in your bath, you can put it in your tea, you can put it in your spell work, you can use it to cleanse. Like, do it. What else? I encourage you to get out and have fun. Tomorrow night especially. Go do something fun. Go see a movie. Go to dinner. Go whatever. Like, go have fun. Don't be destructive. Because I think that's what I think also our society kind of pushes, like, to have fun, you just gotta go wild, you gotta, like, rage. Like, no. Go be fun. I'm just running my first group ritual tomorrow night. That's awesome. Make moon water for the first time. I wish there was more stuff here in Vegas like that. Like, I really want to start hosting public yoga classes in Vegas, but I don't want to work at a studio because studios here are, and I just want to do it for free and just have fun. So hopefully I can find somewhere to do that. But go have fun tomorrow night. Go watch the full moon tonight. If it's dark where you are, go outside. It's still light here in Vegas. It's only 6 o'clock. It's still sunny here. But go watch the moon. It's going to be huge. It's going to be super cool. Tomorrow night also. I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions for me or anything? I'm happy to answer, whether it's about the moon or myself or the membership or retreats or anything that you'd like to know. Now's the time to ask. I'm an open book. I am an open book, my friends. This candle smells really good. It says scented candle bougie perfume. Bougie perfume on it. I'm like, it smells so good. Yummy. Anybody? Questions, comments, concerns? I'm happy to answer while I have my sleeping pups here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm forgetting. I don't think so. We have tarot tomorrow. I'm going out of town on Wednesday to see my family. My candle smells like pancakes. There is this one candle that Bath and Body Works comes out with during the fall. And it's, I want to say, it's either like sweet cinnamon waffle or sweet pumpkin waffle. I started a 30-day yoga challenge. Awesome. Yes, you do get access to that in the membership as well. You get instant access to 31 actually yoga classes that are only available in the membership. So you can do a 30-day yoga challenge and a bonus class. But I think, yeah, the candle is called like sweet, no, what is it? Maybe it's a pumpkin pecan waffle. I know waffle is in the name somewhere, but it's when they come out during the fall. That candle, I don't really like Bath & Body Works because like I'd much rather get like better quality candles. But that candle is the greatest smelling candle I have ever smelled. And it'll make your whole house just smell like... Side note, I know it's June, but spooky season is coming. It is coming. They put out Halloween stuff like end of July. I'm ready. Can you tell? Can you tell by my Freddy Krueger pillow, my ghost pillow, my Ouija board pillow, and my ghost face mask, and my skulls? It is coming. It is coming, my friends. I don't know. Anybody? Questions, comments, concerns? I'm happy to hang out with you guys here for a bit. I don't think I have anything else going on. Just besides the retreats, which I'm very excited about. Can't wait to go to Salem. I've never been to Salem. I'm super excited. That retreat sold out in like a week, which is kind of crazy. Again, if you want to join, if you want to adventure with me into Joshua Tree, into the desert, we're going there for Labor Day. Come join us. It's going to be awesome. I have my first Joshua Tree retreat coming up soon. Hi, we're just kind of wrapping up. We did our full moon ritual, our full moon workshop, but happy to take any questions if you guys have any about pretty much anything. Unless you don't, then I will bounce. But thank you guys for being here with me. I know this was kind of random, but I just felt the Sagittarius energy to pop on here and go live. I will maybe try to do it more often if you guys like it. But again, if you want live classes, workshops, readings, it is all in my YouTube membership. We have a private Discord chat. It's super awesome. It's a really awesome community. I host yoga challenges, tarot challenges. I do workshops for every new moon and full moon, provide worksheets. So, oh, hi, Carrie. Welcome. You joined. Hooray. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do the join while in the live, but you did it. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. So awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you want to join, come join us. We have a great time. We have fun. I've done live workshops. I did one. There was a full moon next to my birthday in March, and I was in a ghost town at that time. We did a live in the ghost town. It was super cool. We got to watch the full moon. I mean, couldn't come up over the mountains, but we got to be in a ghost town together virtually and do a full moon workshop. I pretty much take you guys everywhere, and we do our lives together. So it's a really great community, and I love everybody in it. You also get first access to my retreats, special stuff, special classes, early access to classes. But yeah, and I'll always continue to put out free classes on YouTube as well, because I believe in accessibility, and I will always put out stuff for free. I'll always have stuff at like every level of payment, whether it's free, whether it's low priced, medium priced, high priced. I try to offer everything at different levels because I believe in accessibility, and yeah, so never fear, there will always be free classes. If you want lives, it's in the membership. Any questions, comments, concerns? Let me know. We got a Sleepy Jack, Sleepy Fozzie's over here. We shall end perhaps with the Fozzie Bear. I know he's usually the star of the show. You want to come here, Goo? Here we go. Hey, baby. So the retreats kind of range. The Labor Day one is $2,500-ish. The Salem one was a little more expensive because it was per room, and it's like a private boutique hotel in Salem, Massachusetts. I rented out the entire hotel. But they are luxury retreats. You know, I sound like, what's his face, John Hammond in Jurassic Park, like, spared no expense. I try to, hire private chefs. I go to really cool locations, really awesome spaces. really awesome experiences. I usually hire photographers, so they are a little bit more on the expensive side, but I do payment plans. I'm hoping to host some shorter, less expensive ones next year, but I'm just trying to get my business kind of off the ground. I mean, they're about what if you imagine like a yoga retreat. I feel like a normal yoga retreat costs like what, $3,500. So it's like about that, if not less. But yeah, you know, I try to, I'm a small business and I try to do my best to price things as decently as I can and with still making a profit, being able to pay my bills. So, he's a sleepy baby. He's my 13-year-old little baby. But yeah, like I said, I'll always offer free classes. I have free resources. I try to do as much as I can to make it as accessible as possible. The ultimate dream one day would be to host like a free retreat or to host like a public event that is like free to go to. I just have to get my feet off the ground first. This is my first year doing retreats and it's going really well, so it's very exciting. Super exciting, but need a baby. My old man. And Jack's over there in the corner. He's my fuzzy bear. Well, doesn't seem like anyone has any other questions. So, with that, I will leave you, lovelies. Perhaps I will see you tomorrow for the tarot reading. Like I said, I do live tarot readings every Tuesday in the membership. We usually do live yoga Wednesday nights and Saturdays, but I'm going out of town to see my family. So those aren't available this week, but they will be available next week. But I'm also, because I'm missing those classes, I'm going to upload a pre-recorded class tomorrow for everybody. You get a ton of benefits in the membership. We get a free Discord community chat. We get the community. It's super awesome. So if you guys want to join, awesome. If not, also awesome. I will see you lovelies next time. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you have a wonderful full moon. And yeah, I'll see you guys